Hello everyone, I am Zara Durrani, and I welcome you to the very first episode of 1/6 Showcase. Today we're going back in time to the battlefields of World War II. We're going to be meeting Francis, the mastermind and creator behind Battlefields. Now Francis has recreated some of the most exciting scenes for movies such as Saving Private Ryan and the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers. Let's go check it out.
Hi, I'm Anna May, and we're about to take a tour in the home of the man behind the website known as Battlefields. If you haven't seen that website, make sure to check it out, and you will witness some of the most incredible military scenes recreated all on a 1/6 scale. So let's go and take a look in the shrine known as Francis's Lair. As you can see, this is truly what you would call a shrine. The range of figures around me consist of customs made specifically by Francis. So let's find out more of the things that happen here. We have Francis joining us to give us a tour of his hobby room. Hi Francis, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So how long have you been in this 1/6 hobby?
You know, one doesn't normally think about the time one spent. How I would suspect about 12 years. Yeah. It kind of happened serendipitously. I guess about 12, 13 years ago, I found my old the G.I. Joes that I used to play with when I was about, I guess, 10 years old. And at that time, there was a resurgence of popularity on collectors. And then I decided to restore them. And the process of restoring them, it started to get more and more complicated, and I started to make more things. And then it basically blossomed into this hobby. During that time period, I think there weren't that many people in this hobby. So for those of us who started then, really had to be resourceful to find ways of making what we need. But you know, times have changed a lot. Things have progressed, and there's a lot more items made by manufacturers now. It's nearly not as difficult a hobby to be involved in nowadays than it was, a decade ago, I'd say.
And there's definitely a lot of custom work here. Describe some of the things that you do for customizing your figures.
I think the term custom has been bantered around in this hobby for years now, and there is a lot of confusion as to what it really means. And because it's actually used very loosely. For me, I don't really consider myself really a customizer. I kind of think of customization as taking something that is already made and then modifying it and improving it in whatever way you can. From my perspective, I make just about everything. And the amount of pre-made items that I use, although I do use them, is kept to a minimum. So, in one sense, then I guess one can consider that I'm more of a creator, and I do it because, in my mind's eye, I have an image of what I want to achieve, and that's my objective.
Can you go into the details of the kinds of things that you specifically make here?
Well, I guess I'm more famous for sculpturing the heads, but I make the uniforms, I make the helmets, I make the boots. But just about the only thing I don't make is really the body. And I would make vehicles, I would make buildings, I would make boats. It's just I find that I don't have time to go look for these things. It's easier for me to just make it.
And I do see you have some other items here as well. You have some figures from recent movies that we've seen. Can you describe some of the figures that you've done here from movies?
Well, I think one of my all-time favorites is Sean Connery's James Bond. I mean, he will always be James Bond because it doesn't matter where else it comes from. So I've worked on James Bond multiple times, and the young Sean Connery face took a while for me to capture. And although I must say that I haven't captured it completely, I've got to the stage where I'm happy with it. And I'm a big movie buff. I watch movies, I get inspired, and I come back and I want to make the characters. Another figure that I really enjoyed making is John Lennon. I mean, he signifies a very a blossoming time of my life. So it is fun. It was very fun making a John Lennon figure.
So what are you currently working on now?
Currently, although I haven't done much in recent months, I'm right in the middle of making a bomber crew for a Lancaster bomber, a Canadian bomber crew, which is really a crew of 7, I believe. It is a big project, and it is a project that requires months to accomplish. But I'm moving along there, and I'm waiting for the inspiration to come back so I can sit down and actually work on them again.
It's good. It sounds like it's going to keep you quite busy, and I'm sure our audience wants to know just exactly how many figures do you have in here?
I have no idea. You know, to be very honest, I don't count how many. I make them, and sometimes I give them away, and sometimes I sell them, and sometimes I just take them apart and reuse it for something else. Every project I'm inspired to accomplish, they serve the purpose because I enjoy them for a certain period of time, and the enjoyment ends, and they become less important, and then I move on to the next project.
Great. Well, thank you for having us today, Francis.
You're very welcome.
And this concludes our webisode for today. Make sure to check out the Battlefields website at www.members.shaw.ca/battlefields. Thanks for tuning in to 1/6 Showcase. Make sure to tune in next time. Until then, see you and keep on bashing.